It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you. It is July 22nd, and we are waking up with temperatures that are very comfortable, upper 50s and low 60s. So the numbers are feeling good. A hazard that I want to tell you about, though, if you haven't looked outside yet, in a few places, we've got some patchy areas of dense fog in the Ozarks. So you might need to plan a few extra minutes for that morning drive. Temperatures and dew points, pretty much the same number. It's a nice cool morning. And when that happens, the temperature lowers to the dew point temperature. The result is some ground fog, and there could be some visibility issues this morning with that patchy fog, reducing visibility to about a half mile, which can slow you down on the morning drive. So a big heads up if you're heading out the door right now. If you don't have the fog, well, just enjoy the nice cool start. It is a beautiful start to the day after a fairly nice weekend. Of course, yesterday we had some of those showers and a few non-severe thunderstorms around. And today I'm expecting that we have another opportunity for a little bit of unsettled weather with some scattered activity and a few non-severe thunderstorms once again. The big headline for you for this Monday morning is that ground fog. Maybe plan a few extra minutes. If you're listening before you head out the door this morning, that would be a good idea. The overall weather setup, it's a fairly active one across the country today. We have an opportunity for some scattered showers and a couple of non-severe thunderstorms, but there's some intense weather happening down today, mainly in Texas. Portions of central Texas are going to experience some torrential rain and thunderstorms down there. There's also this frontal boundary. It's a stationary boundary, basically draped across the southeastern United States, and that's going to provide an area where showers and thunderstorms could be numerous through the day. Active weather for the Northeast, active weather for the Northern Plains, and then blazing hot out on the West Coast. So a big area of low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere allowed us to see some of the rainfall on Sunday in the Ozarks. It's still in control of our weather pattern for the most part. We are going to see continued chances for some scattered showers and some thunderstorms. The nice thing this storm system is doing for us, though, is allowing for this cooler pattern to stick around, and we are going to be below average today. Starting out in the upper 50s and very low 60s, and will only warm today to the low 80s. It's going to be another day with below average temperatures. Great for getting out while it's not actively raining. We'll have a handful of showers and thunderstorms around later today, but this unseasonably cool weather is going to stick around through about midweek. Then by Wednesday, we start to see a ridge of high pressure build in. It strengthens. It allows temperatures to warm up even more as we head into next weekend. And then we'll probably start to see some more normal July temperatures. As we look at the forecast for the week, things are looking pretty good. High temperatures today, low 80s. I do expect about a 20 to 40% chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Again, a low end chance for some scattered activity. Really, I'm going to carry that through most of the work week. Daily rain chances in this work week's forecast, and temperatures that are inching upward. We get closer to the 90s as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, and I think that the 90s are back by the time we get to next weekend. It's kind of typical, though, for us to be in the low 90s for late July. So we won't complain about those numbers too much. We do have some very nice low temperatures ahead this week. Of course, we're waking up very comfortable this morning. Temperatures are going to stay in the 60s each night. It gets nice and cool in the evenings. We have nice cool starts in the morning. So looking pretty good temperature-wise in this forecast. But if you're trying to do any outdoor projects this week, it may just kind of be a headache because of these just occasional showers and thunderstorms that are in the forecast. No one day looks like a total washout. And the good news here is that we're not going to get too much rainfall because, we had the issues with flooding last week. Thankfully, I don't think that's a big concern for us this week, even with additional rain chances. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's dangerous heat in the western United States with heat headlines in full effect out there. We've also got heavy rain and flooding potential for portions of the southern Rockies and the Southwest today, and then a break in the heat for the plains and the East Coast. But with that break in the heat comes the active weather that we are going to be dealing with. So really a lot going on around the country, and that goes for us here in the Ozarks as well. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. It's going to be a fun morning too because we have our special guest, my husband Joseph, on the podcast this morning to answer the trivia question that I left last week. Good morning, Joseph.
I'm back. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. The question that I left on Friday was actually a true or false question. So you've got a 50-50 shot
I like my odds.
this morning. Yeah, these are really good odds. And we continue to give away $20 to Scooter's Coffee every single day. So for folks that entered this question on the website, 50-50 shot this morning, you kind of know the drill. I'll let you answer the question from Friday. And then if you're up for it, I will give you a chance to help our listeners out for the question for tomorrow morning.
All right. I need some redemption. I think I missed the last couple I was on. So
Yeah, I won't pull up your record, but
thank you.
let's
Yeah.
make we can just make this a fresh start.
Let's start anew.
We'll
Thank you.
start anew. You're very welcome. All right. Here is the question that I left everybody with late last week. True or false? You can estimate the temperature by counting the number of times a cricket chirps. Do you think that is true or false?
That sounds like a Farmer's Almanac type truism. I'm going to say true.
You are going to say true.
I'm going to say true.
You are correct. Congratulations. You were
Yes, I'm back.
Yes, he's back, everyone.
Back in the win column.
True statement. And how accurate is this? The people will throw some darts at that, I'm sure. But there is a relationship between cricket chirping and temperature. This is called the Dolbear's Law. So if you're ever out on a summer evening and you don't have a thermometer or your smart device and you've got to know what the temperature is, you can get relatively close by just counting the chirps. How do you do it? For 15 seconds, you allow 15 seconds. So I guess you would need a watch or a stopwatch. Count how many chirps you hear in 15 seconds and then add 40. So if you count 22 chirps in 15 seconds, you would add 40 to that number and the temperature would be roughly 62 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. But what if there are multiple crickets?
That's where it gets a little bit tricky. I think you want multiple crickets.
You're counting everybody.
You're counting them all. Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's really hot, a lot of times you go out on those really hot summer nights and it's like going crazy. So you'd have a really high temperature. Apparently this works. We could test it.
Yeah,
if you wanted to, we should do that. I think that might be kind of fun. But some sources suggest doing this like 3 or 4 times and then getting an average of your result. And that would be closer to the temperature outside. So now you know, if you're looking for a fun activity to do with the family this evening, we'll be counting crickets.
We'll be counting crickets
in our house.
You know what we'll be doing. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, kind of fun. And it is true. And if you want the scientific name for this, it is Dolbear's Law, the relationship between cricket chirps and temperature.
Got it. Back in the win column.
Back in the win column. Congrats to you and congrats to everyone who guessed true. All right. So are you up for taking a stab at tomorrow's question? Okay.
Let's keep it rolling.
Which of the following is a real name for a lake in South Carolina? Your options are A, Divorce Lake, B, Alcohol and Drug Abuse Lake, C, Body Dump Lake, or D, Cheating Wife Lake. This is a real name for a lake in South Carolina. Which of these is the most likely, even though they all are like totally bizarre?
I'm just wondering why you chose this one. You finally have me back on the show and we're talking.
Which one do you choose?
Some really dark stuff here. Is this a hint to your husband here?
No, it's not, but I
hope not.
I came across this question from a different source and I was like, I've got to use that. That is too weird because all of these are ridiculous, right?
Yes. Yes. South Carolina. What are they doing? Down
Nothing
there?
Good.
Nothing good. Let's see. I think I'm going to eliminate B. I'm going to start by eliminating B.
Okay.
Alcohol and Drug Abuse Lake. That's just too specific.
Yeah.
It's not enough fun. So, Divorce Lake, Body Dump. Ooh, the other three though are really tough. I feel like
And
those are good
awful.
lake names. I want to go to Body Dump Lake. Uh, just take the pontoon out on Body Dump. I'm just gonna go with my gut here,
Okay.
and it sounds like a South Carolina type name. To go with D, Cheating Wife Lake. It seems like some
Yeah.
guy was reeling when he named that lake.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to name the lake
You know
this.
what?
You're not, except
Yeah,
it should be cheating, probably.
cheating. Yeah,
Cheating Wife Lake.
N apostrophe Wife Lake.
All right.
Yes,
So you're going
that's my
D.
answer. Yeah,
Okay.
Cheating Wife Lake.
All right. Well, I can't tell you right now if you're correct, but I will let
Oh,
everyone know tomorrow morning. So tune in tomorrow
man.
on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. And I will have the answer to this question that I know everyone is just waiting on the edge of their seat to find out.
Yeah, I can't wait, but I hope you're not like sending me a message with this question.
I'm
We'll
not.
find out.
I'm not. I just, like I said, I was like, what is this is too bizarre. I've got to go with this one.
Yeah.
But I'll let everyone know the real answer tomorrow. Thank you for waking up extra early to kick off the new work week with me. And thanks everybody for listening this morning. I sure appreciate it. If you would like to, you can go to wherever you listen to your podcast and you can leave a review. That's wherever you get your podcast. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. I'll catch you tomorrow.